thanks for tuning in again. My name is Amjad. Now, I've just wanted to point your attention to something. To a report that the CDC have just released about some of the adverse reactions to the Pfizer vaccine. Now, so I don't get labelled a conspiracy theorist, the CDC is a governmental body in the United States of America. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So this is coming from the horse's mouth. This is not conspiracy theory about some of the reactions people are getting and what percentage of people are getting reactions from the Pfizer vaccine. But rather than me talk about it, I'm going to let Dr. Vernon Coleman talk about it because he can do a way better job than I can. So just listen to this. It's groundbreaking stuff, to be honest with you.
This is the shortest video I've ever made, and I think it's probably the most important. I've just seen a report from ACIP COVID-19 Vaccine Work Group at the CDC in America. ACIP is the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, and this is a report on anaphylaxis following mRNA COVID-19 vaccine receipt, and the report includes a table headed V-Safe Active Surveillance for COVID-19 Vaccines. The table lists the number of registrants with a recorded first dose by December the 18th as 112,807 and the number of health impact events as 3,150. Health impact events are defined as individuals, open quotes, unable to perform normal daily activities, unable to work, required care from doctor or health professional, close quotes. That's 2.79%, and it's within days of receiving the vaccine. If 60 million people in the UK have the vaccine, we can expect 1.67 million people to be unable to work, unable to perform normal daily activities, and to require care. I don't know how long for. If 6 billion people worldwide have the vaccine, then the number rises to 167 million. And this, remember, is a short-term problem. We don't know what will happen in the medium and long term. The link to the report, Urgent Information about COVID-19 Vaccination, is on my website under the Health button. Please go and see it and share it before it disappears. If anyone at the BBC or any other mainstream media has any integrity, they'll put this as the main news item on the next bulletin. I'm not telling anyone whether or not to have the vaccine. I'm not anti-vax for some odd Luddite reason, but I am pro-science and pro-truth. And I'm doing something that governments won't do. I'm helping people make an informed choice. That's all I've done since March of 2020, and for that I've been banned, libelled and sneered at by the ignorant, the prejudiced and the bored. In my view, what this report means is that the COVID-19 vaccine rollout has to be stopped now. If it's not stopped, then we know what's going on. If governments are really guided by the science, as they claim to be, they have no choice. People often say, what can I do about all this? Well, it's very simple. You send copies of this video and of the report, which is on my website, to journalists, MPs, family, friends, anyone who wants more information about the COVID-19 vaccine. If you want to stop this, you can. It's up to you. You can make a difference. Click on the link in the box below and it'll take you straight to my website, and you can find the link to the CDC report underneath the health button. Thank you for watching An Old Man in a Chair.
Right then, so there you have it from a very highly esteemed doctor. He's basically talking about this report here, and straight from the horse's mouth, I would say, the CDC. if you scroll down, I mean, I will link this in the description, this report, so you can have a look at it yourself. Now, this is from an official governing body in America that have reported this. So I would, any of your friends and family that are on the fence about the vaccine, I would show them this. You know, over 3% of people are having adverse reactions. You know, not mild reactions, really adverse reactions where they could be out of work. 3% compared to getting COVID, where the recovery rate is like 99% plus, 99.7 even recently people are saying. Whereas a vaccine, you got a 3%, you know, chance of getting a really bad reaction to it. And most people that catch COVID are asymptomatic, but they don't feel anything. They don't even know they got it. So the question you got to ask yourself is the pill worse than the ill? Essentially, is the cure worse than the actual virus that we're all trying to protect ourselves from? These are very important questions that need to be asked. And I'd love to draw attention to this report to the likes of Abu Isa in the UK, Dr. Yasser Qadhi in America, Muslim Council of Britain. I mean, you guys have been some of Pfizer's top sales reps recently. But have you read this report, and will you read this report? Will you consider it? And will you talk about it and allow people to have an, you know, informed consent? Where, okay, you're saying it's very important to have, but at least talk about this and let people know that these adverse reactions are happening. And I also think this is a very important report to send to friends and family who think we're crazy, nut job, conspiracy theorists. This is from an official source in America, the CDC. They're like the NHS essentially for America. You know, there's no conspiracy theory here. So these are some of the things we need to consider. Don't really have anything else to add to that. I would just say please subscribe to the channel. I'm just trying to bring out information that the mainstream media will not cover for whatever reason. They're obviously bought out by the vaccine companies, and there's other reasons too, but nobody really is covering this information apart from alternative news sources. So I will also link this report in the description below. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for tuning in. So take care.